Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Last Train Home. My name is Tristan. Um, we are currently heading to Novo. We got 52 hours remaining to get there of the original 90-something. We're not halfway. We're probably about, I'd say about 40% of the way, to be honest. More than a third, less than half, somewhere in between there. I think we're doing fine. We're gonna miss this place. We're gonna stop here. We don't get a choice on that. When we get out here, I'll send parties out again. Hopefully, number one has refreshed a bit. So, yep. I just went through promotions. There's a lot of people promoted. Oh my god! Another one. They're determined. No, I'm still not gonna bother. We've had like 3 roadblocks in this stretch here. Yeah, I went through the promotions. Our hierarchy is completely askew. We have 2 corporals, and everybody else is at least a sergeant. We have 2 warrant officers, and I think both of them are non-combatant. You can go, but you're just our doctor, and then our other person is our cook, and he literally doesn't leave the train. It's gonna get about 33. Damn. Resolve. Major, the obstruction was booby-trapped, but because... Okay, so we're gonna get a grenade. Yes, thank you. 60 wood. Won't complain. We might... How much wood do we have? 342. I don't think we can sell any yet. Okay. Move. Trust thy neighbor. There's a strange sound coming from the woods behind the village. It's a song, sung by at least 3 voices. You soon recognize it as Tej Slovene, a song sang by deserters who wish to join your unit after being forced to fight for your enemy. Three figures, hands raised, emerge from the woods. The figures continue to hold their hands aloft until they reach you. One of them, a man thin and tall as a maple, speaks. Hello there, legionnaires. We ran away from our unit as soon as we heard you were nearby. Your soldiers offer them a cordial greetings. There are others like us in a camp nearby that's barely defended. We want to get home, away from the idiotic war. Will you help them? If I detain, can I just question them? Detain these guys. I don't like this. We need to be sure of who they are. Arrest them. But they are on our side. Which side are we on? We don't even know what side we're on. We're on our own side. You give the order to seize them. They're tied up and brought to the train, where they're placed in separate cabins. Before long, your interrogation discovered discrepancies in their stories. After receiving some not-so-subtle persuasions, one of the men breaks and reveals an ambush prepared nearby. Why would we start this mission? We don't have time. Let's just ignore it. Your soldiers accept your decision. They feel no desire to walk into the lion's den. They question the fate of the trio. What's to become of this lot? I think we should execute them. Holy shit! Did she not just plead for their plead that we don't hurt them? I think we should execute them. It'll send a message about how we deal with traitors. But they're not traitors to us. They were just following orders, like any of us would. Tether them here. Sorry. Their people will come for them. Leave their punishment in God's hand and release them. Let's tether them. That's harmless, right? As long somebody's gonna free them, I assume. Or else they're gonna freeze to death, which, oh well. You order your soldiers to tie the men to a tree by the railroad. You want to let them hope that the Reds... Okay. You want to let them hope that the Reds will save them. Your soldiers execute your orders. Leaving them here like this may result in their deaths, but it feels right. You'd search for your soldiers, but the Reds won't. Well, that's the Reds' problem. Richard, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? A tier 2 machine gun. Do we need that? We have 4 tier 1 machine guns. And gunpowder. Seems expensive. I think it's getting more expensive as we go. What it is. That's 2,900. I can sell 2 of you for 900. I never bring more than 2 with me, so... And that's giving us 3 guns. Okay. You're a rifleman. You're a rifleman, or you're a grenadier. Yeah, we're fine there. Let's get out. Where are we going? Let's stop right here, unless we get stopped prior to. Which, at the rate we're going, is very likely. Okay, so you've recovered, you guys haven't. This soldier is not ready for combat. The lake, we can have missed the lake. I'd rather not miss the forest, but that's fine. I don't want to miss the timberland. We get metal from here, which is more important. Possible metal from here, sorry. possible metal from there. Yeah, metal and cloth are the things that we're most short on. We'll get wood, which will be great, but we're getting wood just from all the barricades too. So let's cancel this. We'll just keep going. Are we stopping there or no? Oh look, another one. Proceed. Resolve immediately, please. Are you guys getting better or no? I was hoping we'd get 3 new people there. New grenade, thank you. 42 hours remaining. We got a level 5 worker. Your soldiers wandering through the village. Civilians watch them closely, some of them suspiciously. A few respond with a pleasant smile. Jamir sat down at the square and others followed. They were a young girl. There was a young girl watching the soldiers. She was clearly deciding whether to approach her soldiers or not. Finally, she found the courage to approach. Are you legionaries? The Czechoslovakian legionaries? Talk to the girl. Yes, we are. I am Jamir. Who are you, miss? She looked a bit shy, tightening her scarf around her neck, her hands shaking a bit. But her eyes clearly showed intelligence and curiosity. Her clothes looked like a stone military uniform, yet with no signs of allegiance. She introduced herself as Kira Filomonov. Have you ever met Elena and her Valkyrie partisans? The Russian women partisan group? Yes, have you? No, but we heard many stories about her victories and her pursuit of justice. Alfred followed up this with a story about the Valkyries, how they infiltrated a small station and deceived and captured the Red Guards. They're supplying the train. The Reds guarding their supply train. They thought they were just some girls admiring their uniforms, but soon they had rifles barrels pointed at their heads. Kira listened without blinking. Why do I have a feeling she's about to pull a gun on us? The story continued with Elena forcing the captured soldiers to repair damaged houses in the settlement. Kira hesitated again. There was a long silence after the story ended, but she asked her question with determination and without a doubt. Could you teach me how to fire a rifle, please? Teach me. Sure. Your soldiers try to explain to their senior officer that they are about to go into the field with a local girl. That doesn't sound wrong at all. To teach her how to shoot a rifle. That doesn't help. He was categorically against it. She pleaded, wishing to be able to protect her family. He was annoyed and distrustful, yet he granted the request. What started as Alfred's joke ended with a bunch of Czechoslovakian legionaries teaching Kira to shoot a rifle so that she could join the mythical Valkyrie partisans. I'm taking a picture. I want to look her up later. 1 second. Quick search, I couldn't find anything. We gotta go there. That's crucial. You guys are now recovered. Let's send you down here. Deploy you there. Oh, the train's going through there. Right. Oh, no way. I thought the train was the river. Or the track was the river. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait. No. Merchant. Got why we were here. I thought the train stopped at this place, but it didn't. We will buy you. We'll buy you. I don't use those. I need to make some of those. 1 second. We're out of time to do this. Okay. Find you. Find you. And I guess we're buying you. How many of these do I have currently? 6. That gives me more than 10. I need to put my person back onto making those. Probably take a cook-off. I don't spend all of these on food. Still 200. We can still give 200 away and gives me 146. I can make another batch in a minute. Okay. That's not bad. Let's go with that. You return home. I'm gonna hold off here for a minute. Actually, let's start sending you down here. Reports. Nothing. Lovely. Baba Yaga. Your train stopped at a small train station. Not really. It was unexpected to find one in these parts. It wasn't charted on any of your maps, but there was a wooden building near the station behind thin but high trees. It had broken windows, and its doors was off its hinges. The name on the station was written on a sign by the track. Miss Larva. Order the short rest. A group of soldiers, led by Rostelva, decided to explore the station building. Joseph cautiously approached the building while Vladimir focused on the woods around, expecting an ambush. Excuse me. I smell food. Goulash, do you smell it? Yes, with paprika and onions. God damn, it smells so wonderful, like it was cooked in butter. They followed their senses of smell. They walked through the building, apparently abandoned, to its backyard. There was a tiny hut hidden among the thick line of trees. The interior of the hut was lit by a lantern with a single candle. Its light revealed a peculiar person. Fifi, the Russian smell, was never heard of nor caught sight of her here, but it has come by itself. There stood an old woman, curled up like a parchment, leaning on a twisted stick. Her eagle nose covered her small but keen eyes. The soldiers remained outside. Are you here of your own free will, or by compulsion, my good younglings? That depends, ma'am. We are on a long journey home. And who might you be then? Sneaking around my humble hut, smelling my precious food. We are the Czech Legion. We're on our way to Vladivostok. You are Slavs, then. Fine, Fifi. We are all growing from the same roots, my good younglings. Be gone now, I want to eat, or do you want to stay? Let's stay. Rostov flinched, suddenly feeling like someone had run a hand over his face and put a warm palm on the back, but right between his shoulder blades. On bare skin, before anyone could react, he spoke. Goodbye, ma'am. I'm sorry to have disturbed you. Please enjoy your meal. Wait, my dear younglings. She dragged herself slowly to Vladimir and whispered something. Then she went back inside her hut and closed the door. The smell of goulash vanished and was replaced with a damp, foul smell of still water and pig manure. What about the old woman? Asked what the old woman whispered. She told me that that we should visit our one of her other sisters and say hi to her. I thought we did this before. Yeah, you stop there. The city under siege. As the train pulls slowly into the station, locals approach it, begging for food for their children. You notice numerous guards posted with machine guns aimed away from the railroad. The Chulim soldiers look weak and thin. A white army lieutenant leads you and your advisor to a checkpoint where you await for Captain Belov. Major, it doesn't matter how small the city is. Churches are green or red, blue or yellow, bright, joyful colors. None can change the depressing nature of this place. Siberia's Your advisor is interrupted in the midst of his complaining by a young man who curtly concludes his words. Siberia is our homeland. It doesn't matter what color it is. A young man, taller than anyone else in the room, introduces himself as Captain Belov. His uniform has seen better days. His face is drawn and pale, and his beard unkempt. We have orders here for you, from Tarkastov. Yes, I know. Show me. Belov unseals the envelope and starts to read. He then slowly refolds the letter, his face turned a whiter shade of pale. Reds are attacking our lines every day. They bombard us with artillery. I don't know how long we can hold out like this. Have you got any weapons for us? Yes. You may yet stand a chance then. Or we may yet stand a chance. Belov calls the lieutenant you met earlier back into the room and proceeds to issue him with the hurried instructions. Artov, gather everyone you can find who is capable of moving these supplies. Men, women, children. I don't care. Unload the weapons and deliver them to our lines. Belov turns to you. You can see from the look of his face that he is relieved. You have our deepest gratitude, Major. We don't have much, but we'll share some fuel with you. Your train must get cold at night. Thank you, Captain. The fuel will certainly help. Now, can you brief us on the location of the gold train? The Reds are taking the gold reserves to Novo. What they plan to do with it there, we do not know. It may well just be a stopover, who can say. Our agents will sabotage the gold train and, with any luck, delay its departure by a few days. Hopefully, the Reds won't be able to repair the damage before you get there. If you can sabotage the train, can't you take the gold? I would love to snatch the gold from the hands of the Reds, but I have a city to defend and we're under constant attack. Besides, you have enough soldiers and plenty of space in your armored train to seize the gold and deliver it to our forces. Excuse me. If everything goes well, my men will find you in Norvo. You go on to speak briefly with Belov about the Civil War. He answers your question without much enthusiasm and soon orders his troops to escort you back to the train. So we're just going here, I guess. Okay. Do this, please. Oh, you. We're gonna move forward to there, actually. So we're getting cotton. Burglar did his tricks. She did her tricks. Should be a good haul. 138 cloth, 572 kinds, first aid kit, stimulant, and 29 food. Good job, guys. Let's head up here. You got injured. Cannot send you there. Let's move up to here. I didn't buy anything. I should have. I'll buy here. Do this. Notice the bee nest. Oh, Jesus. 90 wood and 3 injured guys. Why are we going there, actually? Just return to the train. You got injured again? He dies, I'm not going to complain. Let's move forward. We should stop here. The station is quiet. In the far corner, a group of children sit sadly. You've seen this many times before. War orphans waiting for their father's return, eagerly checking every train that passes through the village. The looks of disappointment on their face when they see it. Only you are one of the things you force yourself to ignore. This time, one of the children gets up and runs towards you. He can't be more than 8 years old. Please, I've been sent from our nearby village to get help. My father and the others have been defending it from the Reds for days. I know we can defeat them, but we need help. This is... I beg you, please, help. No one else wants to. They're cowards. The boy ends his speech with a scream as tears well in his eyes. This is a desperately familiar scenario. There isn't a village that you're heard of capable of defending itself. The Reds ensure they descend on such places in more than sufficient numbers. They sacrifice efficiency to project power. The boys' village may already be lost. The Reds. We'll do what we can. You listen carefully to the boy's story without questioning it. Some of the details don't make sense, but overall, it's plausible. He comes from a village that isn't easily accessible and thus easier to defend. Some of the inhabitants there have military experience and so decided to fight back. The Reds have a camp nearby and have attempted to attack on several occasions. However, other problems within the area mean they don't have enough soldiers to take the village completely, but it's probably just a matter of time. The boy is exhausted from talking. He's given his all to convince you. Your response sparked joy in his eyes. Where's that? Here. We need 8 soldiers there. We need 10 soldiers there, and we're probably going to have somebody wounded. Create a new... Before I forget. Don't need more vodka. We can sell that one that we got. We can sell the cigarette that we got. I don't need any of that. I'll take the money. Oops. Oh, that didn't work. I did not know that. I could still reset. Cool. Have I started to make? No, I haven't. I need to make some of you. I need 8 guys. 8 soldiers. Okay. Well, I'm gonna set up a crew and send them down there, and I will get back to you in the next episode with that. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Please leave any comments that you might have, and I hope to see you all again. Have a great day, everybody.